nagsisinungaling, ano ha? Send me an email. Makababasa ko pa yan. But I cannot read it here. I will probably read it in Los Angeles. Malis na ako eh. Mag-email ka, aabutan ako ng email ko. Hindi mo kita ko ganito. So they have to wait. Sometimes, the student we may have ignored one day becomes a distinguished officer himself. Marami akong naging estudyante ganyan. San Francisco, Sir, I was your student in PUP, yeah? RIZAL, sir. Okay, RIZAL, okay. Nagtapusan ako ng business. Kilala ko yung din niyo sa business, eh. Si Moises, ano? Ginawa natatap yung first name. Naging kaibigan ko yan si Moises. Very nice job. Kilala ko yung din niyo si Moises. Okay. Patapos, sir, gusto niyong lumipat. Okay. Bili ka ba yung discount? Hindi na ako. Next time. Kasi, tsaka binigyan ako ng hotel na yun. You know how I get discount? I introduced myself sa desk ng hotel. Demand from demand. And then demand din siya. Nakita ko may smartphone. Oh, you have a smartphone. Do you know I am there, huh? Can you type or send to me books? Whether email or whether Facebook. This is you. Yes. Oh, you're a professor. You're entitled to a discount. Thank you. Without me asking for it, ano? Meron ko ng discount ng mga professors, no? Hindi ko sinabing professor ako. Ang nagsabi niyan ay cyberspace. It is the World Wide Web. It is the internet. Kaya gusto ko na sa internet. Wherever I am in the world, I have a smartphone. Can you? Yes, this is you. Ganyan ka na sila. And then, hindi mo na yung gusto mo. You know, the room you live is very noisy. And you know, I do a lot of writing because I lecture. You're a lecturer, yes. Can I do that? Do you think? Oh, yes. Even now. Kasi pag nilagay ko malapit sa elevator, ang ingay. Kwarto. Ang hirap, nilagay niya ako sa place na ang layo ng elevator. Malapit ko lang ang elevator dito. Hindi ko kung ano ang elevator kagad. Pero tahimik. Tapos gusto naman yung tahimik. What do you think of that? Allows what changes. Of course, lahat kayo kasama ko. President Dow. Tayo kasi, we live in the inertia of centuries. Kung ano yung nakagulian, ganyan talaga yan eh. Kahit kung pa eh, kaya talaga ako. Pero, why do we live in the inertia of centuries? We have to re-examine. We have to reanalyze. We have to rethink. There's something about RIZAL, ano nga? Although, centuries and gano'n, I don't know how he kept himself up to date and always vibrant. It must be the genius in him. Pero sa atin, mga estudyante ko, they can write an email. Hindi na ako humingi ng kwenta. Bisa ganito, sir, nagkasabit sa at saka, ganito sir, hindi ko matatanong sino. Oh, I mean, I cannot ask. Who was the doctor? What minister? Usually, doktor, yung nanay niya rin. Kaya, it works. Di ba nila? To follow this rule, na sa clinic. Yung clinic na yun, they will sign anything, everything. So, makita niya sa kapabay yung nurse, no? Hindi mahal ba? Tama na yan. Under the rule, ano? Susunod yung doktor. Unless like me, I really have a doctor. Pwede mag-sign, pwede isulat. So, that is my analysis there. Now, one thing I notice about our bureaucracies and about our nation is we need to be transformed as a nation. Yung iba, they say, we have to form the nation. Ako hindi. We have to transform the nation. In fact, sabi ni Rizal, si Rizal mismo nagsabi, sa kanyang pare, Father, we are not a nation. Sinabi ni Rizal yan. What are we? Said the Father. We are occupations, our achievements are individual. We have no sense of nation. When we succeed as an individual. We need to be transformed. I love that word of the great Rizal. Transformation. We have now realized that all the economic planning is essential for our freedom. But have we not squandered and wasted our energies and our resourcefulness as a people? Pag nakikita ko nagkakagulo ang lower house sa kanilang hearings, nalulungkot ako because what energy is wasted? Lahat ito. Ang gagaling ng energies na yun, that should not be wasted away. Ako. We see a crippling hesitancy. We hesitate. It cripples us. Even our rules that we respect so much, they cripple us. If they cripple us, tama si Clinton, it has to go to a laboratory of ideas if those rules are still needed. If not, human mind created them, human mind can erase them. Bakit natatakot natin burahin? That is why in every pencil, there is an eraser. Kaya magsulat ka, hindi na kailangan, erase it. We cannot be crippled by centuries, by hesitancy. We cannot be crippled by our timidity of facing the facts of our national life and boldly, proudly suggesting initiatives. Which one we need? That is what we need. Initiatives in our bureaucracy. We cannot rest on the shock of our perceptions, nor on the outrage even of our painful admission of the facts. Example, we feel sorry for the 44, but the nation should stop this being caught in the shock of that perception of the 44, wala katapusan niya, or that we are outraged. We have to admit the facts. We should restore life. We should restore vitality into ourselves again and create new rules and solve this problem. Complacency. Yan ang problema natin as a nation. We have been corroded by our complacency, by our sense of lethargy, by the inertia of centuries, by all those colonial habits that we have borrowed. We are paralyzed by them. In foreign affairs, which I gave, foreign policy, we need to be guided, of course, by the national interest, and also by the conscience of our society in response to the dilemma that we face now. Our conscience has been hit. Let us act on it positively. Let us stop shedding tears. We close ranks. We move forward as a nation, not as individuals. I am sorry to say that the Filipinos whom I love, I am a Filipino first, and a Filipino last, and a Filipino forever. But we live today in a world that is now increasingly African, increasingly Asian. Ito naman sa kanto namin, is a factory ng tsokolate. Akala ko Filipino or Americans or English ang may-ari. Until I saw the owner, Arabo. An Arab married to a native. No? Nasagana kanyang tsokolate. Arabo. We are living in that world now. Now, if we claim 1/2 of all humanity, do you know we live on a little over 1/6 of the Earth's habitable surface? Ganun kaliit. 1/6 ng karamihan tubig. Tubig. Diba? Of course, pinangalan ng China Sea, tinawag naman natin Mindanao Sea. Pero, that body of water does not recognize China of the Philippines. It just flows. Quietly it flows, it flows, it flows. It does not even know kung Filipinas ang shore or China. These waters karamihan. Diba? Hindi ba kaya yung umuulan, kaaway natin waters, puno nito, takitol, takiyon, no? Lumulutang lahat. Because of technology, because of the way we take care of catastrophes. Recent events have shown the willingness of our Asian friends are friendly to us. And they want a bridge of understanding. They want a bridge to us. Sinimulan nyo ng Asian Bridges APEC under President Arroyo, ang naging theme is Asian Brotherhood and Brethren as Asians, no? Dapat ba? Hindi. Kinikilala lang natin. West, tayo nakatingin. Sa West, halimbawa, I'll give you an example. A dance company from, let us say, from Malaysia, mag-exhibit free ang concert sa National Theater natin. Ilan kaya manonood? Well, usually mga professors of anthropology or professors ng dance. But the teenagers will be out of it. Pero pagkitin mo yung Justin Bieber, gamitin mo yung mga siksikan yan. Kahapon nga, naroon ako sa one of these makeable, meron yata foreign invite. Kahit hindi nakilala, foreign entertainer yon. So, we do not connect bridges to Asia. Napapansin ko, ano ha? There is a new orientation. I think we must intensify the cultural identity with them. Nasa Asia tayo. Wala tayo sa littoral of California. Wala tayo sa littoral ng Amerika. We are here, and we will be here for until tomorrow. Hindi naman tayo mawawala rito. So, we build bridges with that same identity. We shall require the understanding of ourselves and of Asia that exceeds acquaintance. Hindi naman acquaintance, kundi cordial friendship. Kung ano Rizal, ang mga friendships ni Rizal. We require the kind of knowledge that can be gained through scholarship. Malaganapin ang education. Funny about the Ateneo, mataas ang tuition fee. Ang dami namang scholarship sa Ateneo. Yeah. Sa Lasal, mataas ang tuition fee. Ang dami namang scholarship sa Lasal. Pero talaga mataas, no? Ang daming mayayaman. More scholarships can be created, especially in PUP ako, I have pledged, I will donate all my books, at least 1/2 to PUP, the other half sa USD. In fact, I did that already one time, Vice President. Di ba, no? Kasi hirap ayusin. Kasi hindi mo naman natatalihan sa yung park, ano ha? Mga nephews ko naman are not driven to reading. vice president for Agriculture. So meron ang kaming kaya. Before he knew it, I was in the university. Kasi naman hindi tumaas ang sweldo ko from 5 pesos an hour. Kala na ako upload pagbalik ko 5 pesos an hour. Deduction pa yan. Paid submission of grades. 2 pesos per day, including Sundays. Totoo ito, sanay siyo. Kaya ginagawa namin din nila kasi Biyernes, mabibilang ang Sabado at Linggo, ang dami ng President, sarado na yung registrar. It makes it a point to leave early kapag magsasabit na kami ng grades. Hindi siya nakikaya, no? Sa ganun na. Isip ko sa pita. Kasi ibibilang yan pati Sabado Linggo. And at one time, my salary was negative. It turned out I owe the university back. Nangyayari yan. Pagdida ka ng dida. 1960 naman ito, ha? 1964 ito. Tumaas na sa akin. Dida ka ng dida sa salary ng teacher na 5 piso. Pagdating ng salary niya, negative. Ako pa magbabayad. Talaga lalabas kayo, minus ka ng minus ka ng minus ka ng minus. Ang lalabas niya, minus. Saan ko babayaran niya? Eh di kinalawagan din. Hindi ko naman nagawa yun kasi I have then and now, I have always been punctual. Natayo kong inaaburito ng grades. Ano kayo kahapulin ako? Sir, what is my grade? I don't know, I did not memorize the grade sheet. I don't even know your grade. Sir, ano grade ko? Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko dala ang grade sheet. Hindi ko naman memory ang grade sheet. Kaya hindi na kailangan yan. Hintay ka sa computer. Nakabagay sa computer. Sir, nabigay. Hindi ko pa na-feedback. Hindi ko pa nabagay sa computer. Wala pa ako ilalagay. Pwede kong gawin kayo. May ilalagay ko siguro SIM ko. No, sir, take your time. Kasi wala akong panahon. Nagmamadali ako. Anyway, you can complete that material. No, sir, I want my grade. And that is his right. After all, he has the right to get his grade on the day that was promised him. With the register. Kasi sa register, ako binibigay. So, hindi mo binigay yun sa'yo. I mean, nakikita nila sa kanila. Ayan, nakikita nila. No? Hindi pa na ako handa. Pero hindi ako ganyan. Meron akong technique dyan. Tinulong ba yung grades na ikaw ba nagtulong sa amin? Yung pwede mo na i-compute, i-compute. Hintay mo pa yung final. Kaya ka kami yung class record. Nag-compute ka naman, di ba? Tapos kung dating yung final, ikatanong na lang, no? Lalabas na yun. Hindi ko naman sisimulan lahat sa lahat ng grades na sa hindi ka pa nag-grade during the semester. Point doon. I do that kasi gusto ko mabilis talaga. Well, anyway, as I was saying, a new orientation and our humanity is now. But whatever decision we shall do, let us do it determined only by our own interests and our welfare, tempered by the reasonability of patriotic position in relation to the international cause. We cannot ignore the world. You cannot. We are part of the world. We are in the world. We cannot ignore it. We ignore it at our own danger. Ang Filipino, di naman ganun eh. You don't notice ang Filipino very open sa foreign. Hindi ko sila makita anti-foreign, anti-American, anti-British, anti-French. Hindi. Kahit yung anti-Japanese na, yung mga Filipino na, anti-Japanese na. Alam mo, Japanese mahilig sa asukal, ano? Yung ng asukal, kaya nga nagkaroon ng mga kalipapi, no? That they became sympathetic to the Japanese. We are outward looking. We are not anti-foreign. No. We are not anti-foreign. So, we We have to make headway in our march of progress. We have to upgrade and improve our rules and remove those rules that were dictated by time and centuries. We need a vision. Tayo ang vision, objective. But this nation, anong vision of the Republic? Hindi mo liwanag sa akin ang vision. Meron tayong 5-year plans, meron tayong budget. But what is the vision? Ano yung vision? Vision, nakikita mo lang. But there is something else beyond that you see. This is what I mean. This is my best example. You know, friends, whenever I fly from New York to Toronto, I leave New York 7 p.m. in the evening. I will be arriving in London. Break day, 6 a.m. Usually 7 hours. From JFK to Heathrow. Now, you know, ano yung plano? Magmataas na, habang bumababa na sa London Airport, yung sun nakikipagkarera. Kita-kita ko yung sun nakikipagkarera sa aeroplano. In other words, it's already sunlight in that altitude of 20,000 or 30,000 feet. But it is still darkness sa baba. Sa baba, madilim pa. Hindi pa nag-break of day. Pero when I was flying, dito na yung araw, I could see it. Those in the airport, di lang makikita na yan. Yun ang gusto kong sabihin by a vision. Nakikita mo, hindi pa nakikita ng mga tao at the bottom of the valley. Nasa bottom sila ng valley, they are still waiting for the sun to shine. Ikaw naman na nakita mo na. That is what we need, that kind of vision. Upground and shake the inertia of centuries as a vision, not just as an individual. And then, ang vision means nakikita mo mga bundok, halimbawa. Pero if you are visionary, nakikita mo mga factories na bubuo. Nasa Dolimitangir rito. Sa Dolimitangir, nandaan sila sa baybayin ng Pasig. Sabi ng karakter sa Doli, diyan makikita mo pagtaas ng factories. Wala pang factories yan ng bundok. Nakikita mo na yun. Hindi pa nakikita na iba. Ahead of your time. No? In the center of progress. And then the factor, and then the harvest. Developing. Ito, nakikita mo lamang, tatanim na siya. Nakikita mo na mga mangga. That is what I mean. Nakikita ka na ng fruits. Tayo, nag-inertia, yun ang nakikita natin. Kasi matagal na yan eh. Modestly aside, ako when I wake up, and as I look through my glass, see it, or open the door, I do not only see the sun. You know what I see? I see the star of the Republic. Yung gano'n, pagdugaw mo, nakikita mo hindi lamang bituin, but you see the star of the Republic. Hindi nakikita ka, hindi nakikita ng lahat. Yan ang advantage ni Jose Rizal. He can adumbrate. He can look beyond the adumbration of the brilliant mind. That's why he can write Filipinas dentro de fiat años. How can he write that way? The Philippines 100 years from now. Wala naman siyang computer. Wala, except his extraordinary and his superior brain. Paano niya masusulat yun? Ngayon, you can go to computer, ganito. Give you an example. Refer kay Rizal ng mga scientists ng Germany. Ano yung specimen na ito nakita namin? And then example is brought to the pita. Pag-aaralan ni Rizal, wala yan ha, wala siyang mga modern one, wala siyang Google, wala siyang search, no, except his brain. And then, he returns the paper with his comentarios in fluid German to the consternation and gratefulness of his German scientists. Ang brilliant Rizal. He can adumbrate his brain. No wonder, when his death was announced, sumulat si Rizal to Professor Blumentritt sa Litoverici. Nagpunta na ako yan. Nag-speak na ako yan sa cemetery ni Professor Blumentritt. I was the ambassador of goodwill to the Czech Republic. No? Sandali lang yun. But anyway, nag-speak sa ko yan. And then, si Blumentritt, si Rizal, they were friends. Haka si Blumentritt sa adaptation ng brain. Yung nakikita niya, hindi nakikita ng lahat. Ano, nakikita niya, it is an America who will take over. I mean, it is not the English, it is not the Germans. Chances are, it is America that will take over. Nagkatotoo sa Pilipinas dentro de the Philippines 100 years from now. Sa kanyang no limitangere, ang revolution ni Crisostomo Ibarra, ni Simoon, nagsimula 1895. No limitangere, in ang dateline, 1895, yung revolution that failed ni Crisostomo Ibarra, otherwise known as Simoon. The real revolution took place 1896. He missed it by 1 year. Such adaptation, yun ang kailangan natin. Eh, ngayon nakikita natin yung nakikita natin. Isa nakikita niya na, hindi niya pa nakikita. Halimbawa, isa sa library, ha? Sa library, bigay mo sa akin yung libro ng si about the second sex. Libro ni Simon for the second sex. Ganito siya, and yun. Wala eh. Sir, wala eh. Puntahan niyo, wala pa kayo. David, buti mo tawagin mo yung heto. Basta ka dyan. Tawagin mo yung heto. Mainis ka. Sa ring ka. Naroon na hindi pa nakikita. Compare niya sa mga Germans. Kung nasa Germany ako, this was the Deutsche Demokratische Republik. East Germany ito. Nakapita rin ako dyan. Yung communist pa yan. This communist country is now in front of me. Deutsche Demokratische Republik. Nung nagpunta ako riyan, hiningi ko yung dinonate ni Rizal sa museum. And napunta ko sa medical library. Nag-refer ako kasi pag visitor ka abroad, susundin lahat ang gusto mo. Basta gusto mo pag-visit, I want to see ganyan ako, no ha? Wala sasabihin ako, that cannot be that. They will do it. Lalo na mga Germans. So I was in that library. Sinabi ko lang to sa librarian, can you take a cup of tea? By this time, I can find it. Nag-tea pa ako. Well, thank you. Hap pa lang yung tea ko, bumalik na siya. Talaga na yung specimen na Rizal. Bakit gano'n? Ang bilis. Meron silang system. Yun ang diferensya. They have a system. Kagad nakikita, mapapaya siya. Nag-visitor ako, hindi nakakita yun. Okay. Okay, for your efficiency. Would you want me to have this complicated? Would you want this complicated? Hindi pa siya complicated. Original. Please. Sana makuha natin yung efficiency. Hindi lamang dito sa gobyerno sa akin. Pero ang hirap, yung motto